This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lag. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial. Fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Washington Redskins. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now 2 years in the making, Darius Geis's first NFL carry. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down. Now this matchup, an important one for Week 1, an NFC East bout right off the bat. These two teams have met twice a year since 1936. 168 meetings overall, and the Redskins lead the series, but the Eagles, they have won 4 straight against these Washington Redskins. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
3rd down. Here's Haskins to Thompson on the screen. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st down, it's Peterson. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Haskins will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant, space to maneuver at the 40. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Corey Grant, 75 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brandon Graham applying the heat off the edge. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force him into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Eagles' 42-yard line.
This is Chris Thompson in his 7th season now as a Redskin. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Play action. Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That's good for 28 yards.
1st down, Washington.
They'll run on 1st down. Peterson. And they'll lose yardage here. They go back. Backwards to the 13-yard line.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 13-yard line.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down now, it's Peterson. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Eagles 7, Redskins nothing.
The Redskins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Check 50. 49, check 49, check 49. 48 for Mike. Go. Strip that ball. Mike, 48, Mike, 48. Any weapon. Rush in.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. This is Grant. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Here we go. 15 on it. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Oh, he takes it in, doesn't let it bounce. He takes it at the 2. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They blitzed there, but to be honest, I don't know if it would have mattered had they blitzed or not. That run play was going nowhere.
Yeah, it's really, really difficult at times to figure out where that defense is coming from. But if you're committed to running the football, you can get people up on those linebackers, right? Those guards don't have to block you at the line of scrimmage. They can get up to the 2nd level and create some space.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins, he's got it complete to Thompson. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Haskins on 3rd down. Flush to his right. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. They are in the 2nd quarter down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. On 1st down, Peterson. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Adrian Peterson, 41 yards. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3-and-out.
Now Wentz. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
A 10th carry now for Peterson. Brought down by Nate Gary. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Geis. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Check 24. Check 24.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. And this one completes a read. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, it's Grant. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And down right around the 37. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They will run with Grant. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Go. 20.
Squeeze, double. Check.
Here's Grant. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Howard. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mike. Ricky.
On 3rd down, Grant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check pass.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's go.
Muscles him off. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Go. 180.
They go back to the ground with Sanders. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by the Pro Bowl safety Landon Collins.
At the 19-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz there to make the grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the third. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You got three down. Sled. Front. Check three.
Now Peterson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Now a toss. This is Geis. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, they put it all together on that one. Good vision, good blocking. A toss play to the left. How do you toss it?
Yeah, a toss is the underhand kind of egg toss. The pitch is kind of, if you're running the option, you pitch it end over end, correct?
Yeah, I agree
you're
totally.
The guy.
I agree totally. And in the NFL, we'll see a lot more tosses than pitches because if you're pitching it, you might lose your quarterback.
Absolutely. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 26. Check. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Check 4.
Again, Peterson. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11.
And the Redskin first down.
On the double. Hey, we go back to 48 right now. Let's go. Check.
On first down, this is Geis. 11 yards there, just like last play.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They come out here in the I. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Geis. They'll try to run it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a run with Peterson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Redskins are going to retake the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Defense, get out the field, defense. Check 3, check 3. Ready, go. Check out 3. Kill. Check. Ready, go.
Now a toss going left. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days. Offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, let's get this.
They go back to Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. 17 yards on the fake punt, and that's going to be a 1st down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes it's usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
A good pickup there at 22. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Corey Grant, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. From the gun, it's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Well, that decision to me was all about pulling up the chart. You know, that beautiful chart that tells you when to go for 2, when to go for 1. I do love it. It helps you with your decision-making during heated times. And just look at it right here in this point of the game. Go for 2. Try and make it a field goal difference.
But now just up 1 makes the rest of this 4th quarter a little more interesting.
Yeah, they followed the chart. They just didn't get the 2 points on the board, did they?
Nope. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. Here's Geis. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Go, go. Hey, one over here. Hey, one over here. Right.
They go play action now. Haskins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's the run with Peterson. He won't go down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Peterson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Geis. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3rd and 2. Now Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut as his guys are able to regain the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now it's Haskins, eluding the pressure right, and he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
On 1st down, Grant. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Go.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pick up there.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 51 yards, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Hey, let's go. Time to go, night. Kill. Check.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Elliott on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game.
Boy, hard to ask for a better game thus far. 27 apiece is our scores. The kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. And the Ravens have opened it up a bit, leading by a couple of scores. A win would be their first of the young season. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
On 2nd down now, it's Thompson, and he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy! Set! 52's the mic. Check back, check back. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Check 52's the mic. Check 52, check. 65, 65. Ready? 65.
Throwing now is Haskins. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, team. Shoot!
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Eagles, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the